I don't know. Fucking hell. Crouchy is accurate. Crouchy is accurate. That's about my brain power today. Hello, and welcome to I Need More RAM, the stream. I figured out what my problem is. It's, if you can believe it, I need more RAM, the stream. I am not going to buy RAM yet. I plan on buying RAM. I am considering my options, but I have not yet to purchase the RAM. How have I perverted? Oh, jeez, just kind of... How did... I phased into her, now I can't walk into her. Okay. Sure. Why not?
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
I'm making a lot of mistakes. What does she want?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary.
The shit loaded this time.
I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
Oh, boy.
Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Didn't have the awkward pause, but it did, you know.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
There are those awkward pauses. Okay. Good. I'm glad we have them. It's just, they're talking to real people. Just sit there and just stare at them and like, I don't know what to say, you know? Please.
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Dude, one
That's
fucking
all I can
better?
ask of you.
I like credits, and one whole credit's a lot more than other credit, I think. Math. Eh. Oh, clothes. I don't need that. I never need. I don't need a medicine. I don't need medicine. I don't need the completed quests open because I don't fucking need to do with them. I'm done with them. They're gone. They're out of my life. Like a lot of things. Happiness, namely. Boy. Was it? Is that a town? Maybe. If you know, before I open up the world. Let's finish this one off because we're in town. I don't have to do the loading screen, then come back in, then come back out. And we have to come back anyway. And I kind of wanted to talk to what's his face, just in case he had anything to say about the Eolden fucking Golden Boys. That's what I live for. Where's my RAM? Yeah, that's the problem. It really is just that. The funny thing is actually opening up the thing to try to solve it is not helping, like, in the slightest. I know if I try to close any of the Streamlabs things, it's going to freak out even further. And I can't close. God. Just really nothing really fucking closing figures there.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Can't close Steam, because it closed the game for some reason. Boy. Yeah. Okay. I have work tomorrow, but... Oh, fuck. trying to think if I want to spend, like... The thing is, I think I can live without this fucking RAM. Right? Because clearly, it's causing me too much of a fucking hassle. Okay. I think I know what we'll do. Is that I'll just buy the, yeah, we'll deal with it tonight. And probably something else tomorrow. Actually, it was annoying. You know what I could probably do? What always takes a brand? Everybody knows it. What always takes a brand, kids? Google Chrome, even though it says it isn't. And Discord too. Agato, you say you're not doing it?
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Rita
Can I
to
just
late
end my
on my
system?
payment.
That sounds like a good idea, right? That's a great idea. I shouldn't have done that. 1 second. I'm just trying to figure out things I can physically close to hopefully kind of help.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's probably the guy we saw in the thing.
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Can I actually just give the game a higher priority?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
It does not. Can I not? Can I not do that? Yeah, fuck it. I don't know.
Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
I mean, in a broad sense, I guess. What do you do, West?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay. that's great. So, I was thinking about this whole thing while the game sound stops, of course. 'Cause the music, fuck the music, I guess. I think it's just that RAM problem. That the music just can't fucking handle everything else is being prioritized. I think what I'm thinking is like corporations are cool and all, but the same rate. Once they become bloated like this, it's starting to become Borderlands out here, you know, and can't be keeping Borderlands. Can't let Borderlands take place. So we're gonna shut down the corporations now, before they become so much more late stage than they currently are. But his problem is it's too many fucking they're all like super mega monopolies, right? So we'll side against the board for the most part. I mean, we've been fucking, you know, we've been an elevator technician for how long? Too long. He said. He died. He died some more.
If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd appreciate it. Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
That sounds disgusting.
Begging your pardon, Saltuna is a staple in the diet of any self-respecting spacer. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by. What with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
So, what are you canning here?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate.
Okay, so basically, they're probably all getting sick because they're eating fucking garbage they've scraped together and put into I've already. Man, yeah, I better buy that fucking ramp. 6 of them. That's 5. I can count. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna buy RAM today, probably. I have a gift card for Amazon. So, no, that's 6. They really know how to find the losers channels, huh? The fucking Twitch bots, you know. Shotgun is. if people actually use those bots that say they boost followers and whatnot. I remember seeing like a meme, right, that was like, oh, you know, somebody said they were going on a flight. I used like $50 to get like 100 Arabic names to fucking like that post. Best $50 I ever spent, right? But like, I don't think those things are worth it, right?
Lovely
That
to
rate
see
of
you
Moses
about, Miss
fucking
Parvati.
get 3 different devices.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Okay. Got that done. I wonder if there's a journal button. I can just fucking hit the journal button. Frantic That was on town, so we'll just leave that for now. It's probably like J or something. Jah. Yeah. I have a $30 gift card that I have for Amazon, so it's like $30 remaining for the. Fuck it, just fucking walk in the general direction. Try to figure it out. Get that shipped out as ASAP. And hopefully fucking, you know. What the fuck
I
is
used to skip rocks in the river, and Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I bet she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
That's funny. Unlicensed terraforming.
Here we go! Nice one!
Whoa! Good ragdolling. There's an achievement for lasering people, so I am happily obliging. I was looking at the achievements to see what kind of stuff I could see. So I think I've decided kind of to side more on the side of the people, right? Like I was saying, corporations are good and all, capitalism really good like that, very good. Money very nice. But at the same rate, like, you know, it needs competition. Shoot him because he has a name. These competition, these guys are like, this is like the stage right before Borderlands, right, where they still kind of semi-value the employee, right? The same rate, like.
Heard something.
Here they come! Here they go!
Fuck that guy. Ow!
That's the last of them!
Right. So, like, we gotta stop them right now before they become full-on Borderlands. They fashioned to resemble a pair of mighty primals, required extensive field research. Let's have a moment science researchers gave their lives in pursuit of authenticity. They could definitely do it with, like, a telescope. Canids can be found all over Emerald Vale, with two distinct varieties, domesticated and feral. Feral canids hunt in packs, while domesticated canids can be loyal companions. Important to remember that all canid, the canid is still a wild animal, should be treated with caution. Got a salt tuna. Salt tuna. The ocean and rivers are hearts and veins they Vale. Then salt tuna is our highly profitable blood. These meaty fish live in the ocean and migrate upstream during the mating season. Salt tuna are simiparous, which means they perish after a single reproductive episode. That's when our trusty Spacer's Choice harvesters scoop up their corpses to be cleaned, processed, canned, and delivered straight to your dinner table. So, if salt tuna doesn't exist on this planet, then why are you saying it's the Emerald Vale's, like... I guess they can't really know that their fucking main source of livelihood comes from off-planet. More respect for the dead. Absolutely zero. I'm sorry. Trying to make sure I require a high first aid room key. Lobby's back up running. Hopefully, Fritz again start shooting keys at anyone who walks by. Reminder that haste does break down again. You borrow a key card from the director at one of the co-workers in the second floor office. It has the key card we picked up. I must lodge a complaint. Possession with the Mantiqueen is wasting all our budget and holding it up to the higher exhibit. This has to stop. There's two updated requirements for request one adult Mantiqueen. As you may remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per the approval, we deploy a team of highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. Regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. We expect an invoice from our office, including the cost of their gravesite fees as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask that you cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting collection at a 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, Hunters and Trackers Limited. Teaching the fauna of Halcyon, the true realities of existence. Is this the bar? Isn't that the guy who's dead downstairs? At least I can only assume it is, because, you know, it has the one bit of equipment he left on him. And granted, it is a pretty wacky assumption to assume that. Vending machines, a variety of items to purchase. Purchase the restricted stock. Why have it show for me? I don't know what this, to be honest. So it actually is just, it's not the best choice. I mean, I guess, right, it's the first thing you buy, so of course, you know, or first thing you come across, so maybe it isn't the best choice. But to make that your company fucking slogan, I mean, I guess you're selling to the most desperate dregs of society, right? Your employees! Can I not? It's not the best choice. Yeah, no, but like, you know. So we'll probably be touching people for the most part. You know. Helping out some poor fucking fuckholes. Some poor fuckholes down in their luck. And so we'll probably just shut down the power. Or, you know what? Let's cut everybody, you know? Turn the power off completely. Don't even reroute it. Just take both of the power processors. Or better yet, don't take both power processors. Leave one up and running. So that they're forced to fucking... They're forced to, They're forced to go in there and try to get it, you know? Wow. I just missed this. Taste the freedom. It's ironic that. I think we should revert to Edgewater. Right, because the botanical plant. Because Edgewater's kind of shitty.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, a lot of shit. These guys, not so much. Shit, stole my junk. Yeah, realistically, Laser Choice is killing these people. Through inactivity as well as, like, you know. And it seems like everybody, right? So the girl said she was sick. She came here. She got better.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Did you not run right in front of the fucking shop of already? Where his boot dick is, but... Pretty good. Pretty easy. What's that guitar noise? You know, I didn't think about it. Whatever I fucking want from this stuff. When is it bad to have more fucking... more shit, you know? More carried away. So this only gets +7 to hack. I'm gonna keep the one I have on me. I will, however, put Vardy's armor out. Let's... I don't think her skills really matter so much. Error. Security logs acceptable. Spacer's choice. Company policy. All logs have been terminated in the event of major emergency. Oh. Yeah, and this is why, kind of like, you know, scheduled security updates to Spacer's Choice facility are critically overdue. Your last scheduled security updates are on error. Date not found. If you are a member of the Spacer's Choice security detail assigned to this location, please turn in all notification for an immediate reprimand. Failure to do so may result in immediate reprimand. Come for your spankings. If you do not, you will be spanked. Sorry, them's the rules. I don't make them, I just spank people. No, it is not a kink thing. I am legally obliged to fucking pound that ass. Ugh, God. I'm fucking trying to come up with grinder fucking lines. Splash resistance. It's not the best choice. I wonder if there'll be like perks for certain skill levels. So it seems like something kind of dug their way through, and maybe that's what it kicked off. Who fucking knows? I'm not here to do fucking math. Nerd. Oh fuck, I am a nerd. Shit. My character's an engineer. Huge fucking nerd. He's more fucking successful than I am. Cries. Stop letting myself leak through. My real life problems. It's funny till it hurts. And it's still a little bit funny. That was just rocks. He's having fun with this kid. Okay. I'm gonna kill him. She's alive out here still.
Nice one!
Destroyed.
We made it!
Why can't I? I wish Scotch 41 places, you know? I wonder if there's perks specifically geared towards certain armor types. So maybe that's why you want to, you know, stick to
The
a
control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right.
greater
Hope we're
armor
doing the right
type.
thing.
Unexpected.
If maybe certain types of armor make less noise, or
Ready, but initiated.
Oh!
okay. No, these robots don't seem that dangerous. Maybe it's because I level up a bit. Mrs. Brayton, letter received from inquiry, but please forward your management of the Emerald Vale Power. Result seeking your staff budget in this court report. Please have 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. If you schedule your official reprimand, result in official reprimand. It seems right. Like, they're kind of at the very brink of not caring for him. I mean, TM, right? They don't supply health benefits unless, you know, required. They don't, or rather, unless you're useful enough to get them.
Nice.
You're a slave since birth, essentially. Unable to know your own mother because, specifically, unable to know your own mother because you weren't, her time was more valuable than your father's. So somebody has the Young Space Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Somebody got named... Oh, Oh yeah, I've returned the copy to the repair bay. Who knows? But it's mentioned specifically is probably important. It's not the best choice. God. That is such a weird slogan though, right? I've never known a company to have a desire to not fully promote their fucking brand. It's just choice. Would you believe it? The walk in and switch it.
That'll be easy enough.
Didn't work. We actually have to go inside here. So Bavardi, you've now fucking fuck you, rat. I didn't like the look on that rat's face. Apparently I picked up a code. Oh, probably from Thompson himself. Whole head found fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property, just in case I read this a couple of days from now, feeling bad for what I've done. Just in case I read this a couple of days from now, after feeling bad for what I've done, let me just remind myself that I've warned him before, so he's a little crooked in the skull. We're working with some logic modules, confiscated it. It should be in my lock-away room for the foreseeable future. Wouldn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing guards with auto mechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up chief of security with no staff. There's a small army of mechanical knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Company tells me they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but auto mechanical never will. I mean, that's also not true. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. But the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Worst has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself up down here, just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash to the control room. Might be able to shut things down. Will the entry if I return? Greetings, Security Chief Esna. Automated message. Space choice worker safety contingency protocols. Security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations and engendered by security lockdown. Let's fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, right? I am all for companies and capitalism, but they've gone too far. Too far, I say. We need to give them some competition. And that competition is going to be their own fucking people. Oh, I couldn't stand up there. I was hitting control. I think I was stuck under the desk. Right now? Stuck under the desk. It's not the best choice. I don't know why that tickles me in such a way. I just find it hilarious the idea that a company would ever call themselves not the best choice. No, not just it's the best choice, a spacer's choice. You know, like a true spacer's choice.
Let's go! We're pretty good at this.
Still, I can't fucking search her. It just seems weird that they decided to go with not the best choice, spacer's choice vibe. But hey. If my fucking current job is anything to fucking go off of, I never really hire the most competent people.
Sit.
It's a store part as well. Courage to send a team of technicians to conduct a simple refit to all mechanicals every century and drone. It's not my place to say so, but does this run contrary to Spacer's choice mission of being cheap as possible? It's in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be part of the Spacer's Choice family. It is Choice's leading brand and affordable sundry across Halcyon. The best choice, so that's why, right? Because they know it's not fucking good shit. It's like shopping at the dollar store. But at the end of the day, you think the dollar store would want to promote their stuff as the best shit you could get for $1, right? Just finished the routine maintenance and mechanical centuries, found some strange modifications to the logic modules I haven't run time to run done. Don't know what's been modified. All I know is the modifications were reduced by recent refits. The company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical plant not long ago. Guessing this was the work of those technicians. By report, my supervisor told me not to worry about it. Said the company knew what they was doing. Over me to forget the alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing on my own. Got my hand on the logic module. Time to see. So this is the guy who got reprimanded for
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's choice. All systems fully operational. Return journey successfully completed. Spacer's Choice would like to thank you for complying with your duties.
Like, why is it?
Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist. Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Go, buddy. Murder for me. Murder for me. Murder for Pop Pop. Kill in the name of me. What better reason is there to kill? Man, they clearly got a fucking rap. Chester's passcode. Find a guy named Chester. You don't have a melee weapon. They're worth like fucking, I think like 30 experience, which arguably I don't think is worth a bullet in my mind. Just because I'm liable to miss a couple. God damn it, fucking. Oh, it's back up there. No?
You're not real. You're not real.
Is there a guy over here?
Get away! Get away!
Oh, E to climb and then you have to use the buttons? Ugh. Why make me do both? Just give me a button to climb or make me walk down it. Don't make me do both. What fucking year is it? What game is this game made in? Last year? Question mark? Right? Because you only released the fucking... Only released the shit.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorize me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How long have you been on here?
Hard to
D for
say.
not insane.
By my
Definitely
reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Mm-hmm. Well, right.
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Uh-huh. You were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
What, was that before or after you?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Okay.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I can deal with the mechanicals.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room.
I feel like, right?
It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom
That's
they
'cause
shoot
I'm
at.
technically just getting better and better as I go along.
That
right?
reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Okay. Thank you. Button. Oh, our friend got vaporized or something. This is the wrong way. I mean, he checked the password for the other computer, so it must be back on her. Error. Guard note, any attempt. That's by company law. Mechanicals to target intruders. Any attempt to alter this setting punishable by company law. Find intruders. All persons or entities not identified property of Spacer's choice. Find intruders, Spacer's choice, auto mechanicals. Okay. Should we take care of most of those ruby robots? Can't shoot me if they're too busy shooting each other. So, magazine size 50%, shock damage, or blast damage. I like how it doesn't say what it does to the damage per minute, right? The DPM, I'm assuming. Damage per magazine, probably? Rounds per magazine? No? I don't know. No fucking clue. Is it not already? So I could switch to the heavier armor, I think, or the... I could switch to this armor. I don't know.
Returning to
Fucking noise was. It's a fucking alien. Well, I mean, sounded like a robot, honestly, but still. Not sound like it should be being made. Yes.
oh, in
Incoming! Everyone all right?
Wow. It's not still alive. Sadly, my fucking robot friend died. I want a robot companion. He's upstairs. Kind of faffing about. Yeah, it kind of bothers me that it's both. I don't know where he's screwing from.
It's the last.
I think killing Edgewater is probably the best for these people. Right? At the same rate of, you know, I want to do my job and work for the company. Fuck you. 50 experience for a bullet. How much is each bullet worth? Right? I guess turning the robots on each other didn't really do much, to be honest. Yeah, it's a robot friend already. Alright.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Don't they?
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad.
Really?
It's fine.
I mean, wow.
Tell me everything you want.
Thanks.
Just barely fucking
No one's
listening,
ever
motherfucker.
told me those
That's
words
the second
in
one.
that order.
Maybe we can just go shoot the guy in the face, huh? We'll help you go. We'll bring power back to town, but we're having a change in management. Bladen Star Space Choice property has been. Oh, please report yourself. Ah, Ferrari made the decision. She lives here. I don't give a shit. If she wants it, she's got it. I've said. God. Yeah, so, cysty pigs are, they give them cancer, like super cancer, and they grow fucking cancerous cysts. And, they eat those. That's what cysty pigs are. So, yeah, they're nasty. Say the least. Corporate's definitely gone too far, you know. One of those things like, you know, I'm all for having a job, and I'm all for working for a company and being proud that you work for that company and whatnot. But, don't let it go too far, you know. Don't injure yourself for a company. Don't, like, you know, if Vardy wants to save her town, we'll help Vardy save her town, you know. Texture. It feels like rocks. We can help you.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Sorry.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
I mean, he's doing better than I would, so, you know.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
They went by that ramp. Don't worry. 2 days, 3 days maybe. Hopefully I can install it without fucking ruining it.
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
Take it as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. Would you? I'd be grateful.
Look, Adelaide. I didn't want to shut off your power, but she asked me to.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
Yeah, I mean, blame it off of Artie, okay? She's the one who said she wanted the power to go to Edgewater.
I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
This isn't personal.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What happened to you?
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I wasn't doing anything for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if
Call
you
him A,
must,
call him B.
or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Is that safe?
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Can I have the power regulator? Thank you. Hey guys, you gotta go back to town. It's I like how she's like, oh, you'll feel terrible about it. Oh, I don't. I just met this guy 3 minutes ago, and all I know is he likes he likes Parvati, and he wants to be an engineer. But he's a big old fucking liar.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. She wants the manuals first. Hey. So, here's the thing.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Like, it's like all sad and
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Topson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel betrayed. Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
Okay. So you can read the fucking fuck off. Just fuck off. You know, mate. They don't want you no more. Everybody's sick and dying. You're pretty shite, usual. Get the fuck out, eh? Get lost. I wonder if enemies respawn. Right, like I definitely haven't seen any of the marauders where I killed them before. Right, this time to be crawling with them. Is there no go with probably not? Question mark? Or maybe it's like minimal respawn. I don't know. It won't be long before you're shooting birds out of the sky trying to get 5 experience. Goddamn animals. Always heading for one more experience point. Yeah, I'm thinking about that ram. Oh yeah, ram. Something out here, but no clue what. I also find it weird that it doesn't just say, like, walk into Edgewater. Go inside. It just says transition to Edgewater. Like I'm entering a different state of being. This is the thing that pisses me off the most, honestly. Hey, Reed. To think we'll miss out on all this valuable content.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town. I am not without compassion for Abernathy's predicament, but the plague has taken a hard toll on us all. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
God, if that's whatever John didn't believe. Town isn't anything but salt tuna. Of course
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and
yeah,
only
but like, you have to have a little variety in your diet. You eat like a fucking rock with it or something.
Processed, liquefied, retextured Saltuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly
Look,
Saltuna.
you've already told me it's
We've
not
been
Saltuna
experiencing
either
a
way.
Saltuna shortage, you see. So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like Saltuna in the end. Couple years, give or take, right around the time the first wave of plagues hit the town. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric
How doesn't he
Adelaide
hear
has
it?
fed you, but plagues are a simple
Come
fact of
on.
life. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly? Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration.
How many of the bodies inside the
I was
cemetery
wondering
are
about
usable,
those
though?
missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Bye. It's in between floors. Some kind of ghost. It's in the wall. Okay, that's not stealing for some reason. Just isn't. It's just not stealing. It's not stealing because nobody owns it. It doesn't exist, you know? Let's pick these up first. Yeah, need to buy that RAM. So I can't help myself. All I'm thinking about is that RAM. A delicious stick of RAM. Brandon then picks up the broken RAM on his table and fucking takes a bite out of it. Just a full-on fucking bite of my... Is that... Fuck me. What else? Oh, this is not count as part of the fucking... game. Okay. I understand you want my RAM. I want you to have my RAM. I truly do. But this is getting ridiculous. Come on! You know what you do? You save. Sure. Oh no, there it goes. I was just gonna fucking reload the game. That or just stop streaming for the night. I think that went back in the thing. He returned it. I think the last guy, he said he returned it, right? Yeah, look. It's at the building. That's fine. It's near Adelaide's place. We just pick it up. A quick pick stop. It's a little bit shitty that the enemies don't seem to respawn or migrate back. Maybe once they have more of a realistic feel in that manner. You know, once you kill somebody, they're dead. Gives a bit more permanence to your scenario. Does he have it? I want to take the stairs. The shitty ladders. I don't want. Look at that fucking bypassing shunt. Shunt. The fuck was that? Did he just break his leg or something? Are you okay here, buddy? Fucking damn it. Definitely fixes the problem, though. If anybody responds, it's those fuckers. I can at least say I probably killed that one. Come on. Oh, it's not a fucking Fallout game. You can't do sick jumps, sick parkour over obstacles, and maybe get yourself out a little bit. Granted, I'm having my fair share of issues, but I think it's mostly on my side, not the game's. So, you know, this isn't like, you know, Fallout where I can blame any horrible glitches on the game. Horrible, very bad, super duper nasty glitches just on the game.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Yeah. Voice lines. Okay, look, man. Alright, I get my computer's struggling right now because I've got rid of all my RAM, and even though I've lowered the settings and I've lowered everything else, I say got rid of, right? So it all started a balmy day, I want to say 2 years ago. And I should have fucking called. I did call the company, and I fucking never followed through on it because I'm a useless piece of garbage. But I was trying to. I don't remember why I was trying to, but I was trying to get the CD drive on my computer working because the disk drive I don't think is plugged into
Look
anything.
at that!
It just kind of sits there
Building a
uselessly.
computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer.
Granted,
I'm just glad it survived all these
that's what
years.
fucking, you know,
I
disk drives
appreciate
tend to do
you
on
going
computers
through
these
all
days
that
anyway.
trouble.
Keep forgetting about the fucking shit gun. But you know, I went inside there, I unplugged, you know, of course, turned it all off, unplugged everything, went inside there, and apparently, I guess I bumped one of the sticks of RAM or something. After a couple of days of not having my computer work, I had to take it. I just took it to Best Buy because I couldn't figure out what the fuck was wrong with it. And they ended up booting it up, finding out that one of the RAM sticks was was the problem. I'm not very good at putting things together. Granted, I got help with it, so that's why I was able to. But so they took that out there, and I could have gotten it replaced, but I was fucking stupid with not sending the pictures and stuff. And you know, so I'm down to one stick of RAM, which hasn't posed too much of a problem until now, really. Granted, what I really want on my computer is more fucking disk space. Definitely running out of that. I've got too many games installed.
In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna call it here. Purely because I'm gonna buy that RAM and fucking just cry myself to sleep over the $30 wasted. Spent. I guess wasted. Because I was gonna wait for fucking November and Black Friday to buy the RAM, but it's just too much effort. Like, this is not working at all. And I don't think I'll be able to get it to work without the more RAM. Which should hopefully fix the problem. Fingers crossed. And hopefully I don't fucking install one or something. I just really fuck up my fucking shit. Fuck. I'm just upset. I'm just generally upset and depressed. Other reasons I'm not garbage.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of this myself. Thank you all for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch. We'll play the Call of Duty game tomorrow, I guess. While I'm waiting for the RAM to come, because I know that game works. I know that game works, so, you know, that'll do. Until then, bye. Bye, everybody.